Of glaciation. So we know by now that the action of ice is very significant to both physical and human environments, and this could be positive or negative. Let's start with the positive ones. So one, some outwash plains have fertile morainic soil suitable for agriculture, e.g. the Canadian prairies, where wheat is grown, and this will be covered in the topic of agriculture, wheat production. So they can be found in Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan provinces. Remember, you find the soils here are are very rich, yeah, in potassium and phosphates, and they experience little leaching, making the soils less acidic due to the rotting of the grass over the years within the temperate grasslands. So that's one thing. It promotes agriculture. Likewise to the boulder clay plains and the outwash plains, plus the old glacial lake beds, which are very fertile, and due to the alluvium deposited by the lakes you find, that can support and boost agriculture. Number two, the waterfalls on hanging valleys are used for HEP production, where HEP stands for hydroelectric power. Remember, a glacier is melted ice, so that is water. So that can be used to generate power. When the glacier is moving downstream over maybe a steep gradient, there is the kinetic energy which can be tapped. So the melted ice will get to pump the turbines, and they'll convert that kinetic energy into electric energy. An example is the Gulf Ross waterfalls. You can see, you can use that. Even at the Boulder electric works, yeah. So as they are hanging, they can be used to convert and generate HEP. Like this one, the hanging valley. Like this is the Boulder Valmont power plants of 1942. Another one is the Bridal Veil HEP plant. You can see it's found in Colorado. Look at that hanging valley. So the water will come and push the turbines. Number three, the glaciated highlands are a tourist attraction, especially during winter when sporting activities such as skiing and ice skating are carried out. Even you can go for hiking, yeah. For example, on the Swiss Alps, people are attracted to such sites, and that helps the economy to grow because money will be generated, as well as people learning. So like those ones, you can see the beautiful scenery also gets to attract people, and that will earn the country some income. Like there, you can get to see the mountain, the glaciated highlands. And there is a woman who is trying to ski on glaciated lowlands. people can get to settle because there are pull factors such as the fertile grounds that ensure that they are able to practice agriculture, so there's availability of food, as well as there are reduced costs, of constructing, unlike when you're building on a rugged terrain. Another significance is that during the summer season, the glaciated regions of the Alps or have good pasture, which provides grazing lands for livestock. And we know that transhumance is a common practice in Switzerland and Norway and other alpine countries of Europe. So you find that the animals are driven down to the valley bottoms during summer to graze. Then during the spring, they graze on the mountain slope, but in winter, the animals are taken down to the valley bottoms to shelter from snow. So this altitudinal movement is what is known as transhumance, in case you never knew that. Like they can come and graze around here in this region during summer. You can see like the grass around the erratic boulder. It can provide good pasture for the animals to graze on. Look at that, how green and beautiful it is. Another thing, glaciated highlands offer good sites for forestry like the Scandinavian and the slopes of Mount Kenya because they are rugged. And that helps to increase the forest cover of a country. Like on the background you can see the forests that have covered the area. Another thing, fires provide good fishing grounds as well as good natural harbors because they are deep. So that promotes transport as well as fishing industry. So there is availability of food. Like this Milford fiord provides sheltered waters for the fish, which acts as a suitable breeding grounds for fish. So to promote fishing, it's also deep. So you can see. Also, the ice sheets provide an enabling environment or habitat for polar animals such as the elks, the swans. And they help to promote tourism also because people be coming to see the beauty of such animals. Also the polar bears. You can see it. It's so beautiful. We also have the moose. And actually people can get to hunt these animals for game meat, though it's not recommended. Another thing, sand excavated from outwash plains and eskers is used for construction. So this sand can be collected. Also, it's worth noting like the rocks and the rock boulders can also be utilized in construction purposes. So you can see the soil here, the dust like can be used for construction. It's beautiful. Another thing is about the glacial lakes, such as the Great Lakes of North America. They provide natural rootways and fish sources, e.g. Lake Superior and Huron. It's also worth noting like we have other glacial lakes like the Kettle Lakes, the Tan Lakes, where people can get to do recreation activities such as recreational fishing, swimming, um, diving, cold lake swimming, etc. And this helps to promote um, good use of time, as well as transport and promoting the fishing industry. That is the blue economy. So there you go. Like here is a lake and people are doing kayaking as a recreation activity. Wow. Then there's a lady swimming in the cold Superior Lake, where we have the ice lily pads. But don't try this at home if you're not used to or trained to do swimming in cold pools of water. Like here, this can attract people to just come and do sightseeing. And the water can also be utilized for drinking, because actually glaciers is hold most of 70% of the earth's fresh water, so you can use it for domestic purposes, to feed your crop, your animals, to irrigate your farm, etc. You can see like the lady trying to fish on Lake Ontario. Game fishing, so just for fun, as well as to get proteins. Like this is salmon. Seems like it has been harpooned or something. Another point is that glaciated mountains are catchment areas for permanent rivers. Like we know of Mount Kenya being the source of most rivers in Kenya, because it moves through the Mau region, and we have that meltwater. So from here, we shall have rivers. I remember because the glaciated highlands host forests, so the trees also help to capture water, which allows permanency of rivers. So you can see how the melt ice will provide water for the rivers, as seen. We have the glaciated highlands on the sides, then a glacial valley where water will flow through as a river. Another thing, areas which are under glacial activities have minimal diseases, because the prevailing cold conditions do not form suitable habitat for disease hosts like mosquitoes and nails. And this means like the area is suitable for settlement. Like these are igloos on Iceland, so people get to live inside here, and it's very cool. So you can stay indoors with 0 diseases. That means there is increased productivity. Unlike when you have to go, you're attacked by these vector diseases, and you become sick and you're not able to do anything of economic significance. So at least here, those diseases are minimal, and that means the economy can go on. Here's a close-up of the same. Another thing, erosion by continental ice sheets in areas like the Canadian Shield exposed minerals like iron, gold, cobalt, lead, and copper, making it possible to exploit them. And once they have been exploited, they can be sold to earn the country foreign exchange, as well as to create employment, among other things. For example, in Canada, we have iron, which is very bulky, and it's transported using the Great Lakes, which provide a natural transport ways. So like you can see, this is the Canadian Shield, which is the exposed continental crust. So you can see the minerals were exposed. Like this one are brown in color, or is it red? Probably it's hematite. They're rich in iron. Like we have this rock known as gneiss. It can be used for decoration, etc. Like this is amethyst. Like this is sodalite. The one is bluish. Of importance when responding to questions on significance of any phenomena, geographical phenomena, is to ensure that the candidate is able to identify the feature, show the human activity involved, and the significance. So it has three parts for you to earn your marks. For example, explain the significance of highland glaciated features to human activities. So some of the you must be able to identify the highland glaciated features. For example, the waterfalls. We have aretes. We have pyramidal peaks. We have the horn, also known as pyramidal peak, right? And thereafter, you have to know what is the significance. For example, the waterfall is a feature, and it's used to generate human hydroelectric power, which is of significance. Why? It can be used for domestic purposes and industrial use. Let's say to run the machines, you can use it to light your house, you can use to warm clothes, etc. Even to dry your grains. For example, we have the pyramidal peak. They are beautiful sceneries which promote tourism, which earn foreign exchange used to develop other economic sectors. For example, someone can ask, we have the tans and corries. The tans can, water can accumulate inside them to form the corrie lakes, and these corrie lakes can be used for fishing, and this will be a source of income for people. It can create jobs, they can do for recreation, you see. So that's how you get to respond to such questions. Please don't forget. Want to look at the negative significance of glaciation before we continue. So negatives are those bad ones, For example, land in glaciated areas cannot be fully utilized for agriculture due to being marshy because of the boulder clays, for example, in the central Ireland. We also have the infertile sands deposited in the outwash plains make land unsuitable for agriculture. We also have the numerous lakes formed as a result of morainic deposits, reducing the land available for agriculture. There's also settlement and transportation in glaciated landscape being difficult due to the ruggedness caused by glacial action. For example, you can see how the rugged terrain is. It cannot even allow settlement to some point, to be very expensive. So you can see there's reduced agricultural land. So you can see if we have several of these moraine damped lakes, they'll even reduce the land that is available for arable farming. And in case we have icebergs, they can tend to cause accidents, so they will hamper water transport. Remember the Titanic ship which fell due to the hitting the iceberg. So someone can think it's small, but indeed you find that it is big. So to lead to shattering of the water vessel, and there will be loss of lives. Also, when the boulders, the erratics, get to fall off, maybe they have come on the road, they'll get to hamper with the transport and communication lines. Look like in this case where the road is, it's very expensive to build through the mountain because it's dark first of all, you see. Yeah. Also another thing, because these glaciers harbor a natural habitat for animals such as polar bears. Remember, like the bears have the sharpest canines, so you can see they can get to attack someone, and that will lead to loss of lives. Activity. Which one of the following is not a glacial fluvial depositional feature? A. Drumlin. B. Esker. C. Horn. D. Came. Let me know in the comment section. Another activity 2. Which of the following are depositional features of glacial landforms? 1. Outwash plain. 2. Kettle holes. 3. Esker. 4. Moraine. Which of the following are depositional features of glacial landforms? Outwash plain, kettle holes, esker, moraine. Activity 3. Which of these glacial features is believed to have formed in the bed of subglacial stream? 1. An esker. B. A came. 3. A dreamland. D. A moraine. Which of these glacial features is believed to have formed in the bed of a subglacial stream? Activity 4. What is an arete? And describe its formation. Activity 5. Get to distinguish glaciation from a glacier.